Okay, factoring quadratics when you got a number for the a. It's a little more complicated than when you do not have a number for the a. Let's go ahead and run through the steps. Start with my first one here. So I'm going to take 12x squared plus 28x plus 15. Now, to factor this down, I need to first look at all the factors of 12. So it would be 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4. Next, I'm going to look at all of my factors of 15. 1 times 15, 3 times 5. Now, from here, I need to find a combination where I'm using one of these groups with one of these groups to get 28. And when I put the combination together, it has to go like this. These right now are my A's. These right now are my C's. So I need a combination of A times C plus A times C so that it equals 28. So, let's start looking. I'm going to take this group and compare it to this group first. If I do 1 times 1 and then 12 times 15. 1 times 1, 12 times 15. Will this give me 28? No, this is obviously too big. You don't even have to bother multiplying it. You can tell by looking, it won't work. Reverse the numbers. Do 1 times 15, 12 times 1. 1 times 15, 12 times 1. This gives me 15 plus 12. Does that give me 28? No. Therefore, this group doesn't work. So, go down to the next one here. Compare this group with this group. If I do 1 times 3 and 12 times 5, this gives me 3 plus 60, way too big. Try reversing the numbers. If I do 1 times 5 and 12 times 3, still too big. This gives me 5 plus 36. So, this group doesn't work with either of these two. I can cross this group out. So let's compare this group with this group. If I do 2 times 1 and then 6 times 15, I can tell already that's going to be too big because 6 times 15 gives me a number way too big to give me 28. Let's reverse the order then. How about 2 times 15 and 6 times 1? Still doesn't work. This is 30, this is 6. That doesn't give me 28. So this group doesn't work with this one. Let's try it with this group. If I do 2 times 3, 4 times 5. That's 6 and 30. Doesn't work. Try the other way. How about 10 and 18? Still doesn't work. Wait, take that back. Yes, it does. 10 and 18. So that's 2 times 5 and then 6 times 3. That gives me 10 plus 18. That is 28. Now, the thing to notice is this. I needed these numbers to be in this order here. A times C, A times C. The 2 is from the A. The 5 is from the C. Over here, the 6 from the A. The 3 from the C. So these two numbers in the front, these two numbers come from this group. The two numbers in the back come from this group. So the front, A's. The back, the C's. Once you have that, putting it in the binomials is now easy. From here, the two A's will stay in the front. So that's 2x and 6x. The A's go with the x's. From here, the two C values get crisscrossed. This 3 comes over here. This 5 comes over here. And then put a plus in between. 2x plus 3, 6x plus 5. Now, how you can mentally check this really quick to make sure that what you came up with is correct. Just do FOIL in your head. 2 times 6, my front terms. The fronts should give me 12x squared, and they do. My last terms, 3 and 5, should give me positive 15. They do. When I do the outsides, and then I do the insides, and I add those together, it should give me 28. 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 6 is 18. So 10 plus 18 gives me 28. This is correct. Now, we haven't solved it yet. Right now, we have just factored it. These are the factors of this quadratic. If I want to solve it, I have to do one more step. To solve it, I have to take them and set them equal to 0. So 2x plus 3 equals 0. 6x plus 5 equals 0. This gives me 2x equal to negative 3, x equals negative 3 and 3 over 2, which is negative 1 and a half. This gives me 6x equal to negative 5, x equals negative 5, 6. So there are my two solutions. So again, these are the factors for the quadratic. These are the solutions for the quadratic. Let's go ahead and do the second one. So over number 2. 16x squared plus 74x plus 9 equal to y. Again, first I take the 16 and I factor it into all the ways you can multiply to get 16. 1 times 16, 2 times 8, 4 times 4. Now, I do the same thing with the 9. 1 times 9, 3 times 3. From here, I start comparing my groups. Start with my first group. I compare these two. So I do 1 times 1, 16 times 9. 9 times 16 is going to be way too big. Doesn't give me 74. So these two groups don't work. Try the other way. 9 times 1 and 16 times 1. That would give me a 9 and a 16. Doesn't give me 74. So go to the next group. 1 times 3, 16 times 3. This is 3 and 48. Doesn't give me 74. No point in reversing them because these are the same two numbers. Therefore, this group doesn't work with either of these. Cross it out. Now, let's compare the 2 and the 8 with these. This would give me 2 and 72. That does work. 2 plus 72 gives me 74. So that's going to be 2 times 1, 8 times 9. And again, don't forget to check. This number in the front and this number in the front. The two numbers in the front should come from here. The two numbers in the back should come from here. Your A's, your C's. Now that I have my two numbers, and just in case you're wondering if those really do work, 2 times 1 is 2, 8 times 9 is 72, 2 plus 72, 74. The two numbers in the front stay in the front, and they go with the x's. The two numbers in the back get crisscrossed, so the 9 comes over here, the 1 comes over here, and now just put plus and plus. And now just to do a quick check to make sure we have everything in the right order. FOIL, first, should give me 16. Last should give me positive 9. Outside plus inside should give me 74. So that's 2 plus 72, 74. These are the factors for this quadratic. If we wish to solve it now, simply take them and set them equal to 0. So that gives me 2x plus 9 equal to 0, 8x plus 1 equal to 0. So 2x equals negative 9, x equals negative 9 over 2, which is negative 4 and a half. Over here, I get 8x equal to negative 1, x equals negative 1/8. So these are the factors of this quadratic. These are the solutions for this quadratic.